Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to a video called Jeremy Clarkson Poking Fun at Americans. I think Jeremy Clarkson, I think he's British. I think he's a guy from a show. But I don't know, I don't think he's maybe a comedian. I don't know. But let's check it out and comment, like and subscribe.
What I noticed on my travels, and you've obviously noticed this, hopefully noticed this on travels, is the green man and the red man when you're crossing the road. So there's the red man, he's put a bit of weight on. And then there's the green man setting off. But around the world this changes.
Yeah.
So we've got, in America, this is very literal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, they don't have anyone speaking other languages there, which is why American cars always have the words for what it is written on it on the switches.
Oh, right.
It says cigarette lighter.
Okay, hold on. Do cars don't have this? Yeah, they'll tell you lighter or, blinking light. Yeah.
Horn, light. Whereas everywhere else in the world where there are other languages,
they know what
it's
it is.
symbols.
Yeah.
That's just how stupid they are.
This is mind-blowing to me. Doesn't the automatic sort of the shift where the older cars that had the little stick, it says sort of drive, the D for drive and the R for reverse. Don't all the other countries have this?
Like that. It's like, they call glasses, or spectacles, eyeglasses. They have to specify where they go on your face.
No, but every other word is wrong. I mean, vest. No.
No.
Pants.
No.
And when it gets to cars, sedan, hood, fender, freeway, interstate, sidewalk.
Trunk.
Trunk is on the front of an elephant, not the back of a saloon car, but they have no idea. Gas.
What, the trunk of the car? Oh, they say boot, right? The elephant? No, that seems so wrong to me.
They call a liquid gas.
You know what? Great point. It's true. Okay, he's making fun of it, but I mean, he said, oh, because they're so stupid. Well, but I don't know, including me, I guess. Call me stupid. I don't know. There's just so, it's really, I'm laughing. Obviously, he's making fun of this. I don't think it's really in a bad way or anything. But you know what? I'm sorry, but there's a lot of things that do not make sense to me. The trunk, it's in your trunk. I mean, I'm sorry, but what am I supposed to call it? He said, I think they call it a boot, right? The boot of the car. That to me makes even less sense. He said, no, the trunk is like in an elephant, but a boot, does a boot make sense to you? That's crazy to me. It's no a boot is in your shoe. What? And the other, I think, what was the other word? I know there's just so many other things that, according to him, he thinks, oh, that sounds stupid. I think, I'm sorry, but the other, I think it sounds, well, I don't know if it's stupid. It's just very, very different. I think I would just ultimately, I would love to know, because obviously it's the same language, but there are so many little I don't know, little things, so it's in the words, obviously, how people speak the sidewalk, for instance. I don't know how do they call it? It's a sidewalk because, well, it's a walk to the side. Yeah, technically, I think that's what it's called, the sidewalk, right? It's, it's the road, and it's a sidewalk as in you're walking side by the road. Is that what it's called, like that? And of course, the pants, I think they call it trousers, which doesn't really make sense to me either. I think that I don't even know what they call a sidewalk over there. But the trousers, I think to me is just, to me a pair of pants can imply them being, it can mean a lot of things. But I think if we're going here, I think it could maybe mean, oh, a pair of pants, maybe it could be casual pants. But if you're calling them a pair of trousers, I am going to assume, oh, you mean sort of, a trousers that go with a blazer, they don't with a tie. I'm not imagining you going out, I don't know, to walk around your neighborhood, or I don't know, you're going to the gym with trousers. Do they call them trousers as in when people also are like working out, or your pajama pants? Are those called pajama trousers, or they're called, I don't know, it's just weird to me. To me, if I call them trousers, it implies sort of, it's fancier, and pants can mean, it's a wide, I think, category that it can mean a lot of different things. But trousers specifically, to me, it's trousers. You're going to need a belt. It's this whole thing. You're not mean, I don't mean a pair of jeans, because, well, I think a pair of pants can be a pair of jeans, but I don't think a pair of trousers can be a pair of jeans. I'll put it that way. But I don't really understand where the word trousers came from. Maybe that's French. I don't know when and why did the United States start using pants. Pants is the word, not the actual pants. I don't know. It's just weird to me because and again, maybe it's not that weird. Obviously, each country is going to develop its own little things and their way of speaking, their own accent, their own sort of dialect. But it's kind of interesting to me how, because obviously the United Kingdom was, the original where everything came from. And, that's the UK way. Obviously, the English, US speaks English and the US speaks English because of the UK. So it's kind of interesting to me how that developed and how that changed throughout the years, because even though the language remains the same, obviously, there's going to be this little things. I was like, oh yeah, I think it's just, I don't know, it's just different. I don't know, I want to know how exactly those kind of things happen, how it did develop. I would say it didn't happen overnight and probably throughout a century, probably things that just accumulated, although, I don't know, maybe not that many years, because taking into account for instance, the sidewalk, I don't think they had sidewalks 200 years ago. Probably they didn't have sidewalks. I think they probably had something resembling sidewalks, but it wasn't an actual sidewalk. So how do they call it then? And how come it changed? How do they call it in the UK? I don't know. This is very confusing. And I think for the words that he just said, it's just Americans are so dumb. Everything needs to be labeled. I think everything needs to say very clearly, this is a phone, this is a bottle of water, this is a laptop. I don't know, there's just so many. I don't know if I kind of agree. I mean, it makes me laugh, but I think it makes me laugh because I think it's a little bit true. Yeah, I think I can know with the car situation, I will defend the cars just because I've never seen, because cars these days, you can turn them with just a button. I don't know, and I think older cars also have the shift. I think they have it, the little stick, they have it to the side of the wheel, which I think is really strange to me. But I think at some point it used to happen, I think. So how those people knew, when to go, what's reverse, what's drive, what's first, what's second, depending on how many speeds your car has. So I think that's why it's so, I don't know, doesn't the stick it always says the little letters. It doesn't say drive, but it's the D before D, the N for neutral, and just the other, a number one for first, and all of that. Even I think, I don't know, I don't think I've seen a stick shift. Do all those cars, the other cars, manual cars, don't they also have it? And they say the thing, right? In the little stick, they say, 1, 2, R, don't they? And there's an N in the middle of it. I'm pretty sure I've seen them. I'm trying to think. Yes, I'm pretty sure I've seen sticks, and in the little thingy, on top, it's the little thing for you to not to, if you just ever forget, how to put reverse or what is reverse, they'll tell you. So what you're telling me is that UK cars and English cars or British cars do not have this. They'll just leave you there and say, good luck. And it's okay. What happens if I forget? Maybe I think their logic, and I guess up to a certain point, if you're forgetting, what's neutral, what's reverse, how do I do first? Probably you shouldn't be driving, which, I sort of agree a little bit, but I think sometimes it's just, I know how it is. I just do not, I forgot how to, I don't know, do it. If you're telling me, I just do not know, I'm blanking out, but I'll know how to do it once I'm driving. I don't know. It's just weird to me, the concept of it's just a stick and it doesn't really say what it is. Obviously, you always have the little dashboard, and dashboard is always going to tell you, what you are in. But I don't know. It's just kind of weird to me, the concept of they don't have anything. Nothing that says anything, and the little smoking thing. I don't know. It's just weird to me. But I think I find it a little better, and he may call it dumb, or even the eyeglasses thing, or sunglasses in the sense of sunglasses. I think it's, maybe you can call it dumb, but actually I prefer things to be just absolutely, I think it's a beautiful language and a beautiful dialect. The one that actually tells you and describes to you what exactly is this word. Because it's nothing, is there anything more beautiful than that? Imagine when you're obviously, that, I don't know, a radio, it's a radio. When you know a TV is a TV. But I think when it comes to this kind of things of just words in general, I think words that kind of describe what they are, especially I think composed words, I think as the eyeglasses, sunglasses, I think, they're beautiful. They're telling you what it is. Can it be any more descriptive? I like it. I'd rather have that than just be guessing what on earth is that. even to me, I think that maybe it's just, but again, maybe that's just because I'm used to it. The pants situation. It's again, I understand what trousers mean, but to me, trousers doesn't really. What does that word come from? Me, pants is just it goes in your legs. I know to me, I just really relate that word with legs, but I think that's just because I'm used to this. Probably people in the UK are going to say the same. I relate trousers with legs because they go in your legs. But I don't know. I just really like those really descriptive words. I think, sidewalk. What are they? I don't know, blinking lights. I don't know, blinking lights probably they're called the same. They're really telling you what they are. There's no ambiguity. They're going to let you know what it is. And I like that. And if that makes me dumb, well, I'll be dumb. I don't really care. I like things to be really, or the don't walk, the don't walk or walk. Yeah, really good, great. Although I will say not all the traffic lights are like that. And of course, then you have to take into account people with sort of visual disabilities or impairments, and maybe they don't know how to read. I think maybe that would be the number one thing. The little green man and the red person. It's what can be more universal than that. Red means stop, green means go. And if you're saying walk or don't walk, then it implies I'll need to learn how to read. Maybe for children, maybe I don't know. Again, maybe children shouldn't be unaccompanied in the street. So if the children do not know how to read, maybe they shouldn't be alone on the street. But that's another story. Ultimately, I like things being really descriptive, and yes, even though I'm laughing because he was really funny about it, I think he's sort of, I don't know, he's a joke, actually. I would assume, he's taking it all in good fun. It's all, he's making fun of it, but, it's all a tease. I think he probably finds it quite charming that everything's really descriptive. And that was it for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!